tulasi thakura puja. Jara jara tulasi thakura. Come closer to him.
Yeah.
So obviously, what we do have ability to make choices, right?
Yeah.
We can choose to go into our greed, selfishness, and people have mixed qualities, of course.
Sure. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय, बोलिए बांके बिहारी वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Shama, this is very important question. Only the few people who one between 1,000 people is able to discuss this question. It is said by Krishna, and in these 1,000 people who is able to discuss this point, only one is able to observe this point. That's why it is Adhyatma Shastra is so rare, so difficult. It is not been in many places that we have so much discussion and so much clarity about Dharma as like India.
Adhyatmic Shastra. Would you say Gita is Adhyatmic?
Geeta, Adhyatma means spiritual. What do you say spiritual? Spirit means soul. And Adhyatma means it is the subject of spirit. So why your question is just interconnected with two things. First, by Krishna saying everything happening by itself, by nature, and same time he is forcing us to do something better.
He's saying that we should make the right actions for morality and
heaven,
sattvic choices.
So this is what the Adhyatma Shastra, when you observe everything nice way, then you understand why he needed to talk about this way, contradiction way. And why? Because if you see so far from the earth, you are on another planet or you're very high in the sky. Okay, this earth is just like a mass, just like a matter. It seems like a blue planet. No, all other planet, if you travel, there is no sign of life. But when you come into earth, from sky, it is like other planet. There is no idea if there is life, something, spirit, something. So then you come down on the earth, then you see, oh my God, so many people, so many lives, so many creatures, ocean, and these all is full with process of karma. Everyone is doing something. Everyone is looking for something. Like a tree, it seems like it is just seated there. It should not, but they eat. They also need food.
Trees do karma?
Yeah, that is their karma. Sunlight goes into the leaves and water from the root, and they in this leaf they make some kind of process that is a metabolism process and photosynthesis process inside these leaves, and they are every moment somehow they are breathing, inhale and exhale. So that is like karma. And when you go into more complicated creatures like animals, they are seems very much doing something. Like life is not just in one place. They have to move and forward like food, at least for food.
That part is easy to understand when you have to give the body water or food or tune into yourself to see what the body really wants now. Does it want fruit or vegetable or grains? That's easy to tune into. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's easy for me to understand that this body has a nature. okay? And my body type is different from yours. You have like different foods and different, you know? But what's difficult is this thing of aspiring toward better actions.
Better action. So question now, when we see from the sky, just like a other planet, when you come down, you see creatures, animals, lives. They are just, more you go complicated, the most complicated mechanism is human body. Human body, why it is most complicated, not other animals? Because for brain, this brain is so big and so powerful, and they work like this way. Life become complicated in, you have to understand some politics, some knowledge of literature, some writing, some this, that. Life.
So what about just being in tune with your feelings? Is there any value in it?
Value, yeah. Everything has value for itself in some places. Only in some places, sometime. But if you say one philosophy will work in every place, in every moment, no. And this is also like that. Philosophy of naturalism. Like everything happen by nature. And when we go more, make it more better, we can say Sankhya. Sankhya means numerology. Yeah, everything can be understood by the mind if you understand the way mathematics works. Mathematics is everywhere in every moment, even in atom, even in planet, even in sky. Mathematics working everywhere. But main point, when you go into this body, human body, this body has something more kind of observations about life, and more kind of aims, more kind of possibilities
And
processes. So but
There's a lot of people, I'm sure, that they repress their emotions.
Repress their emotions.
They're repressed.
It is need.
Because they don't have a leisurely enough life. They're so busy, right?
Yeah.
So, is that better?
Everything better. If somebody is repressing his desires, that is movement he need. And if somebody is going with his desire, it is movement for freedom of his choice. It is also somehow connected with the possibility of nature. Nature working as a three ways. First nature is just Jadatmak. Jadatmak means you can see, you can touch, but you cannot communicate. That is like a wood, like a stone, like this kind of thing.
Okay.
It is all is Jad. Whole sky is full with Jad.
Okay.
And then you go into more complicated, that is become like a plant, that become animals. They are like somehow
Cells.
yeah, but interconnected. Nothing is just like out of the process. Everything is in the process. Even people born, it is one important process for life, and people die, it is also important process of life, very important. Then it becomes the ecosystem complete. If human are not in this earth, plant cannot survive. If plant is not in this world, so human cannot survive. That all is very interconnected. So that's why nature is working in 99.999%, and only 0.0001% in human body, in animal body, there is some kind of work you can see that is happening with choice. Yeah. Now question is that if a man made like this way, he need food, so why he will not eat food? Animals also look for their food, so and man also have to go with the food. And
right. Well, we know about the food part. That part is clear.
Then after question comes how to breed, how to give generation.
Yes, but once you've had all that stuff, your material fulfilled.
Yeah.
Then comes the thing of to get the deeper satisfaction.
Yeah.
The deeper, you're not just, mating and procreating and eating and pooping.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Yeah.
You're set in life.
Yeah.
You don't have to struggle to do those things,
Yeah.
or you're finished.
Yeah.
Children are raised, or whatever. Then is the time for more deeper satisfaction. Of truth.
Truth. So that is where the science finished. The science of spirit start. Where this normal understanding,
normal nature, we understand that.
Yeah, that finish. There, then science of spirit very important, because spirit is not satisfied. Still, she is looking for something.
Right.
Yeah, at least knowledge. It is looking for more knowledge. More knowledge.
Well, no, I mean, I could be satisfied. Like, I can go to college courses for free.
Yeah.
I don't get credit, but I can learn.
Yeah.
If my mind was interested in that.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not interested.
That also one part. College also one part. This is very important.
I already did that. I'm not interested
but
in that.
Now you have to come into spirit science. Science of spirit.
Yeah.
You have to done with this completion, and this will teach you how to understand yourself better and how to understand the working process of nature and divine nature. Third nature, I tell you, is divine nature. How divine nature works.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
So there now we have to stop to think about what science says, what people says, what others says. Now questions come through: if there is higher plans for our life, how to know that? So then,
we're not even saying plans, but fulfillment of the soul. If you're desiring fulfillment of your soul,
yeah,
and nothing in the material world is
Yeah.
interesting to you, you just want that connection with the divine
Yes.
that gave you bliss and ecstasy before, or something. You want some kind of satisfaction.
That's why the best example we could find is Arjun, in the situation where he know everything, but he don't know how the divine science works. Okay, and Krishna is the best example of a master who have all experience about life, genuine experience, and he is not going to here and there and lack of information. He is complete information. He will talk something with understandable way, but very short. Like many people give long example for one thing, is just making something here and there. And Krishna is not like that. Krishna is one of the best master ever seen by this earth, and Arjun is one of the best disciple ever happened in the earth. So Arjun is looking for answer, not like argument. This is the difference between.
Well, I had one guru in Vrindavan who was just criticizing Arjuna, saying that he was just full of doubt. All he needed to do was believe in Krishna. That he was a doubter, and the whole Bhagwad Gita is like a preschool book about doubting people.
Yeah.
That's what he felt.
Whatever people have explanation talking, they have right. If somebody writes something in a way, he is not abusing anybody. If he is giving
because he was a bhakta and that's how he saw it.
Yeah, it's okay, it's right. But there is a story, very famous, in somehow it is coming from folk people. They talk something. It is just like the time of Ramanujan. There is one person who is karma yogi. One is bhakti yogi, one is jnana yogi, and one is just a normal person who don't involve with any yoga and this kind of thing. So Jnana yogi says, I am the best, because, and these people, bhakta people, are just so sad of them. They just only worshipping, and they are not into knowledge.
Yeah.
They are just making more and more psychic something, but they are dream world. So, and karma yogi, they all time just looking for doing good and afraid of doing bad, and this kind of feeling always seen and
stuck in morality.
Story, yeah. This kind of, they are just sad for them also. Now Bhakti Yogi, he says like, so sad, these Gyan Yogi are so stupid. God is everywhere, working in everything. We can so feel so divinely, so nicely, and these person are just stupidly talking and only or just
Wanting to
meditating,
understand.
wanting to understand. What they will understand? Prime goal is here and here. Yeah, God is here, around everywhere, and that is they are looking for this. They are so sad about these people, and they are sad about Karma Yogi, because one day you born and one day you die. Between that, the most accomplishment is only to achieve the God. Then you don't need to worry about other. So they are sad. Karma Yogi, he is saying, so sad. These two crazy people. One is looking for if somebody is cooking food, then he will eat. Gyan Yogi, sannyasi. And they cannot cook, they cannot grow, they cannot earn, they cannot. So sad of these people. And these Bhakta Yogi, they are so crazy, they are going so much into dream world, but not into reality where they can do something for better for them, better clothes, better food, better earning, and their children surviving. Just going into crazy, and their children is just not happy, their family is not happy, but they are into dream world. They are also sad about these two. And that moment, this simple person who go to both three of them same time in India, these three kind of people, and he gets crazy. This is saying that two are crazy, this is saying that two are crazy, that saying that two are crazy. We have to make something balanced. We have to understand something.
It
What is
seems
the
that, for instance, I did karma yoga for many years. Like I've done that so that I could do, then I did bhakti yoga for a long time. Now in this situation that the bhakti yoga just isn't happening anymore. I wish it was, but I can't make myself be that. It seems that nature takes over. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like our inner desires, like our moods.
Yeah.
Now I'm more into some kind of a gyan, I guess.
Yeah. So when we go on to understanding, especially Bhagwad Gita, most of the time we are just learning by commentary. Even the most best person who is writing something, he is giving his little idea about but is better, but is less better, but is more better, like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. But they are not understanding the viewpoint of Krishna, why he is making aware of everything to Arjuna, and why it is important to talk. So that time I tell you, Chandogya Upanishad is first view where Krishna is there. We understand Krishna, existence of Krishna. He is Devaki Putra. It is written he is Devaki Putra. Devaki was her real mother, and Vasudeva was his father. This Krishna is somehow very important figure of our Upanishad boy. Difference between all other people in the history and difference between Upanishad boy is that other people, they look for good life, good food, good enjoyment, good accomplishment in life, yes, but these Upanishad boy were leaving everything just to understand the truth. And in this process, they had to live near to the Gurukul, study something, and on the discipline base. So Krishna is one of that person who followed all the rules. And the difference between these people who is talking about Bhagwad Gita and Upanishad and those people is main point is that Max Muller kind of people, he never lived in Gurukul. Gurukul life is something very, life itself something giver.
Yeah.
So this kind of things happens by through this discipline by long time. that you get deep understanding something, deep tuning with the truth. That happens with long time discipline. That is important part. Only reading something,
I never had that.
you are doing same
I
thing,
never
but
had much discipline.
yeah, so that makes you unable for many things to understand. That is also truth. Understanding by words, it goes and it come out. Understanding by life, it is just something solid, structure of your life. So that is the point. How mechanism of nature work, nature will not let you be restful. It is first important point. Nature will not let any life restful. Every time in the motion. Motion is three type. First motion is physical, you can see they are moving. Second motion is mind, always manas, internally. You are always looking for something, thinking of something, feeling, you just want something, don't want something. They all is a mind. And third motion is everybody has to grow ati manas. Manas to ati. Like a child is born not to become child, live like a child. He has become, he is grown, he is created just to realize this life, understand the life as it is. So it is possible when he understands same time the growth of naturalism and same time spiritism. So understanding of spirit is so important, but it comes by time. Not like you somebody read one thing and you listen and you understand. That is not happen this way. That is like a lifelong process. And Krishna is coming from this process, Gurukul process. And Krishna understand all the logic of that movement. All around people were talking about truth. In Upanishad, you see 108 Upanishad, they are just talking about truth. They are trying to bring truth into our manas. Yeah. So these all he studied. And he studied all other spaces also, all other
All the Upanishads were already written before Krishna?
yeah, because he was in Gurukul and there is so many
All 108 were written before Krishna?
No, most of written after Krishna, but that time also many Upanishad nowadays we cannot find. Okay, there was so many literature that we cannot find. That is also one kind
They're
of
lost.
lost.
Oh my gosh.
So Krishna, who knew everything, who get this by this way, that he knew, understand inside that the person he meet, the best people, what did they talk and what they know, I know that too. I am complete in my study point. So when Arjun asking to Krishna, he know that there is some light, tej in Krishna, that he is understood person who is just curious, and person who is jnani. There is difference. Some people very exactly can find. So that is Krishna. Krishna is something no lack of knowledge, and Arjun is something lack of knowledge. But character is very beautiful. If they both are coming to you.
Yeah, and Krishna said, don't worry, Arjuna, you have the Devic nature. You will go.
Yeah. So that why when they both come to you, you will not understand if your normal life, who is greater, who is smarter, who is beautiful, who is more powerful. This is difficult to understand. Why? Because they both are prince life. They both are educated life. But lack of knowledge and completeness of knowledge is also there inside them. It is, you have to admit, few people is just learning, few people have learned.
Yeah.
So Krishna never talk everywhere everything. because this is not the rule. Rule, life is going on. People are going on their way. Only when it is something very important for your friend like person, your family like person, your disciple like person, when it is important time, then you have to discuss this thing. And this is most important for Krishna because Arjun is the most senior person in this war and he want to escape. Escape why? Because lack of knowledge. He is thinking lot about heaven and hell and this kind of feeling. Fear. So this fear should be finished. After all, he is free. It's not necessary that I will catch him, no, you have to fight. No. I will try to make him understand things better. So the normal traditional thought of dharma is when you do good, you go heaven. When you do bad, you go hell. And killing is very bad. This is normal thought coming from ahimsa. So Arjun was so much into this feeling. But if I kill this my grandfather, my guru, master who teach me, all I know is these people.
Yeah.
And I have to kill these people. Whatever if I don't look for land and let this fool Duryodhan to be the emperor and we go somewhere and live life, but don't kill so many people and this because for was few fool people,
gambling,
this will happen. So this kind of thinking coming into the mind of Arjuna. It
makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. So this way Arjun is not bad. Arjun is not just totally, you can say.
No, he's very moral. And he's being considerate of the most practical and best solution.
And afraid not at all. Arjun was a full warrior, completeness of the war. He is enjoying war when it is really need. Because there is.
But he wants to fight an enemy, not his family.
No. That was the reason he is so much in this thought.
Yeah.
So the question then comes, your question in the starting, why it is like that? If somebody do good, he go to heaven. If he this kind of thing, and same time nature is working everything. So this is two part. What is nature science? That is called Sankhya. Science of nature, that is called Sankhya. There is final point we cannot see, that is Purush. Purush is just the thing of experience, not
the witness.
Yeah. So and another thing, that is Karma Yoga, where Arjun want to settle him on himself that I will do good, I will get good. I will never do anything wrong, I will not bring anybody in the hell. This kind of thing. So that point is very important. Why I tell you? Things is not only made for understand. Thing is not made for just doing like mechanism. Thing is not only made for just you have to do nothing and just bhakti. There is three things you have to go with your life. First, you born, you need other people for surviving little days. That way you also have to be helpful to other people when you are matured enough to give them relax, give them rest, give them understanding. Your duty of maturity. That is also important work. So Arjun is in between. Krishna is 84-year-old that moment. Almost 80-year-old.
Oh.
Yeah. And Arjun is almost 35-year-old.
Oh, I didn't know Krishna was so old.
Yeah. So that's why there is guru and disciple relation, but same time friend relation.
Yeah.
Because Krishna also prince-like and he is also prince-like. But Krishna is most important figure to understand this science. That moment.
Wow.
So many times Arjun was living with his grandfather, Bhisham Pitama, and he was most also very genius of dharma and he is Gangaputra. So when he meet him, he taught him Many things he learned only about that dharma. Do good, be smart, be genuine, helpful. These things he could understand.
Yeah.
But here point again comes, if I am good, so why I am killing? Why I am killing to my people?
I would say it's not a good war. It's better to run away. Because it's sort of like the Vietnam War. It was such a stupid war.
Yeah. Same like
Just,
that.
just to make some rulers rich and kill so many people for nothing and torture so many people for nothing and poison land for nothing and cause Agent Orange that ruins people's lives for nothing.
Yeah.
It's not moral to participate in a senseless war.
Yeah. So what happens when a thing strike in your mind, like you need to get something. You need something where you are looking for something like bread to eat. You don't want chapati, you don't want rice, you want bread. Yeah. This is something you are looking for, little kind of feeling. But when question is coming, you are looking for a doctor for your son. Your son need doctor. This is some kind deeply feeling. Yeah. And something when this kind of feeling go inside and you are stuck with this problem where you cannot help yourself, it become like a feeling of weakness. You can feel in your body tremble. You can start something is not good with your psychology.
Sure.
Yeah, this happened to that moment to Arjun. In first chapter we see very clearly there is no wrong. He
just trembling. He was so deeply disturbed by the decisions he faced.
Yeah, yes. And this Arjun could Krishna is seeing, and then he speaks something and again start crying.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Krishna didn't just give him a hug either.
Yeah.
He didn't just...
No, that life is different. Disciplined life, when you are two men, there is very rare chance you will hug each other, kiss each other. This is coming from our tradition, Hinduism, that we are not going so much into a hug. Comfort.
Yeah.
Comfort is like this way. When it is very important, why not? When you meet, why not? But in somehow...
In distress.
So
you need a solution to the problem.
Solution. This way, like two mature people going for some solution.
Yeah.
So why now Arjun is showing his all this feeling of deeply disturbed to Krishna.
Yeah.
And Krishna could understand there is so much point to discuss, then he will be okay. Not only I have to give him suggestion in one point, I have to give him knowledge.
I have to convince him.
Convince is different thing. Knowledge also. Knowledge is something, convince yourself. If you have knowledge, you are convinced. Like you know how to cook, so you know how to cook. It is no need to make somebody will convince.
Don't need to ask anyone.
Yeah. So this is something he needed this knowledge. There he is in the problem, fear. If I kill them all, question was something he learned from his grandfather is that if something happen, big war happens, so many women become widow. Yeah.
Sure.
So many women when they become widow, so one person, many women together.
Sure.
And in this way, this woman, when she born children, they are just like one Shankar, mean not rooted, and they fight each other, they kill each other, and they don't like to do something for their father.
Because they don't know their father.
Yeah, even they know father, but they don't like father. In this situation, they stop the important rituals.
Yeah, Arjuna felt it was going to erode the dharma of society.
Yeah, so this is the normal thought he was learning from his grandfather and these people.
There was a lot of war, and when there's war, the men get killed and the women don't.
Yeah, so it was his highest thought. His accomplishment was only this understanding of dharma. And
He cared about his people.
Krishna is beyond. Krishna understands how nature work, how divine nature work, how what I am going to discuss now, how divine nature work and how this normal nature work, how physical nature work, body nature work. He is totally aware of this all things. And he is just into highest peak of understanding. I have to do good for being good, and killing is not good. This feeling on people. So now Krishna and Arjun start. Krishna, in the starting, Krishna wanted to Arjun to don't mess with so many questions. This is not time of question answer. We are into the war, and you started now this kind of feeling. So he just attack him his ego direct. He says, you look like, you talk like a pandita, mean very much knowledgeful
Philosophical,
person.
yeah.
And Pandit means knowledge person, okay? You look like, you talk like, but this debate, you are like a heaven, hell, one Shankar, people die, we do, this all your philosophy. You are talking, it seems like any Pandit people is talking, Vidwan, wise person is talking. But reality of the Vidwan, highest peak of mind, is that the people who died and people who will die, they don't get so much sad for that. They don't go so much into feeling. Why? Life into the motion. If somebody died in your family, your father died, how long you will cry? How long you will think?
I didn't have much trouble because he had a great life, and I was in Vrindavan when it happened, and I was doing a lot of sadhana on his behalf, and everything was fine.
And it is natural function. One day your father has to die, your
Yeah.
grandfather has to die. How long you will cry over that? And the people in future, many people will die. It is also truth. You will also die. So how long you will be disturbed for this reason?
That was nothing, but like when I got last summer, I got so disturbed.
So that's why life has to understand, not to this thing, who died, who will die, this no, reality of life. So he says first wise people, most achieved people, they don't go so much disturbed. They make themselves so much disturbed with thinking of death.
They don't get so attached.
Yeah, if somebody dies, their friend,
But if someone dies suddenly,
then they have to feel these things. And but after that they have to be comfortable. They have to be go on. Not like thinking only one thing that he died. Like many women, when their husband died, they go cry, and thinking lot, and they get sick and they die with this way. That is not good way. Make yourself stable. It is important. Shock is not good. Shock makes your mentality very dull. Shock means so much crying, so much disturbance inside.
But what if you can't help it?
Yeah, that's why knowledge is important. That's why important of this knowledge, divine knowledge, what Krishna says.
Okay.
So when he said this way, Arjun gets shocked. Say, my friend, my guru, my everything. And he is giving me such a lecture, like so pinching, like Pandita don't like this, and you look like Pandit, you talking like Pandit, but you are foolish. This kind of feeling. So he said, I leave up everything, all my idea into your hand. What you will say, I will do. If you say fight, I will fight. If you say no fight, I will not. But just help me little more. Just tell me little more. What is truth? Truth about after death. Truth about spirit. Truth about karma. Tell me please. Then Krishna understood, okay, there is no other option. I have to make him understand. It is not time to teach a lecture, but it is very important time to make him understand things. What is truth? He is so
Needy.
Needy. So then Krishna start about Atma, because Arjun is not so able to understand Atma, spirit.
He can see only people. He can see behavior of people. He can understand behavior of people. Most of the people, even nowadays, they just grow, career, children, family, they all happening physical. Possession. Little bit about amount of knowledge, if there is spirit or not, if there is heaven or not, if there is God or not. This all.
Or they read it and they understand it so easily. Like this teacher this afternoon, he was just so happy, smiling all the time, and
Yeah.
And I asked him the questions. His answers were so poor.
Poor answer. That all I am telling.
But he feels like he knows it all so well.
Yeah. Ego is in the quality of a person. If somebody
he's satisfied.
Satisfied.
He's fully satisfied with his knowledge.
This satisfaction also given by God. Why it happens? The person, even a child, 10-year child, he has no so much responsibility this time. As if you are to complete everybody in discussion, you have to be number one. No. So if he read once Gita, he have little knowledge about what Krishna says. A master says, this is so. First book he read, only Gita.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he will understand, he will feel like I understand everything, I know Gita. And this ego is given by also with this process of nature. Why? Your duty is complete. You are just small, you are not a master, no need to be master. You know it is enough. Just to behave well, that you know. Okay.
It's not like some error on their part to be satisfied with their ego?
Everybody is satisfied with their ego is okay, no problem. There is no problem.
As long as there's satisfaction.
Satisfaction. But lack of knowledge will hit you sometime. If you have no knowledge, like somebody say.
Maybe not. Some people are just happy in their ignorance and their ego their whole life.
No, it happens. Why it happens? When somebody he died, when he start to think about my family member is died, and some people say it becomes soul. So what happened to soul? If he is in heaven or not? This kind of dharma where it came from prehistoric time, other places, they just grown only because for this feeling. Their parents die, somebody die in their family, loving person, and what to do now? What to feel now? They let them eat their body and cook them and eat them, or just respect them, just keep them little safe, not animal eat, this way. So this kind of feeling brings religion, many places, that is animism. Okay, so Krishna is not into too much into stupid religion and just lack of knowledge. It's just complete knowledge, all the species of knowledge, even divine knowledge, complete. So Krishna start to teach him. First of all, he wanted to give him the most important knowledge. Second chapter, first knowledge is Gyan Yoga. Most important. Because if you have knowledge about spirit, then you can feel more satisfied. Spirit knowledge. Because you are always in the fear of what about spirit? If it go heaven or hell? What about this thing? So Arjun had only this problem, but about spirit. So Krishna say him, Arjun, first point, Arjun, that many people say Gita start and end so many talks. No, there is first point. If people can understand only first word of Arjun, Krishna, he can complete Gita. That is, soul is immortal. Nobody cleared these things so brilliant way that Krishna say very clearly, soul is immortal. Why to understand soul is immortal? Even soul is immortal, but people will die. My grandfather will die, cannot see his soul, I cannot see his body, and this kind of question come into the mind of Arjun. Okay, soul is immortal. But what about next? Body should be perished, body should be killed. No, that is not seems very so easy. Yeah? Then Krishna has to tell them Karma Yoga. Very, very important. Why? It does not matter somebody die or not. It does not matter something happen or not, result comes or not. But anyway, you have to do karma. Karma is everybody has to do it. If a mother, she born a child.
But there's a lot of karmas early in life, and then later in life there's less to do, and later there's even less to do, and by the time you're 80, all you're doing is feeding yourself.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yes.
And resting,
So, but as a job keeper, when you are into the job of army.
Sure, when you're in a career, there's a lot of karma.
Yeah. A army person, if he earning money from their king, he is obeyed for service. Yeah, obedient. If he war time comes and he run away, I will not go into war. So that is not a karma. That is not respected in this loka and not in that loka. The person gives you food, gives you position, gives you respect, in social respect, all what you get from your career, you have to be loyal for that. It is respected in this karma, this world and that world. That is point Krishna taught to Arjun. You are not a point where you see I am another person, they are another person. You are the part of this, what is going around. You are the part of this nature. That's why I am saying the science of nature is this way, that people are working. It seems they are working, but finally they are not doing anything. But
it seems like Krishna's extolling him to make the right decision, do the right action. If it was just nature, maybe Arjuna would have run away and been a sannyasi, because that was his natural feeling.
Yeah. So Arjuna asked to Krishna after this same question, what you coming in your mind, coming in Arjuna mind. Just try to understand. But I am speaking the way Krishna speak, and what you are understanding, the Arjuna understand. Now question again start. Okay, soul I understand. It is immortal. Nobody can burn it, nobody can perish it. This will always be itself. But what about this, what you are teaching is Gyanjo. Why should not I go into the jungle and do my sadhana and good karma? And why I am here doing this terrible karma? Why you are pushing into this horrible karma? So then Karma Yoga should understand very, very, what you say, the way, Sukshma way. Sukshma means go into deep understanding about that.
Transformative.
Yeah. So then Krishna start Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga. Why? Gyan Yoga is okay. Soul is immortal. Nobody can burn it, nobody can harm it. Okay. But about Karam, now duty of this body, I have to do with. Yes. So Krishna say Karma Yoga is something coming from ancient time, when the world is came, when the people start to grow. Very, very important. When this Srishti, nature around us happened, so we see only human world, but there is some other different dimension. There is gods also, there is spirits also. We don't know about these things, but when you grow up more and more, you start to understand and communicate with them, connect with them also. Possibility is there. So Krishna know and Arjun don't know. So now Krishna has to teach him this point. Why not to worry about so many things and just do your process of karma. That is how this knowledge coming. Krishna knows. Krishna knows when Prajapati,
God, creator, he made this creation. So he made human little different than animal. And this human had need knowledge. Knowledge how to keep survive, how to grow, how to cultivate, how to earn, and how to grow their family, children. This knowledge is important for these people.
And how to pray.
And that main important is that how to go balance with this your people, with pray, with respect ancestor, with God. This way, this knowledge also beneficial. So then Krishna make him understand the knowledge came by creator, and this goes by his first son Surya, and God's son, and son God gave this knowledge to Manu, first man in earth, and this Manu gave him knowledge to their children. But why the time period? Because time is going so much, and long time people make this kind of discussion, this kind of translation. Translation gone very big and different way. People start to feel they are this way, different rituals, different lifestyle, different. So all this main basic knowledge of Karma Yoga has finished, destroyed somehow. So Krishna is first person who is bringing this knowledge on the earth after so much gap. So,
but weren't people living with Karma Yoga? Like Arjuna, he knew his duty.
They are knowing their duty, but only in simple base of what religion says, but morality says, this kind of thing. But Karma Yoga is something deep essence. It can bring you near to the divine.
The Karma Yoga, you are the doer.
Karma Yoga not itself is a doer. It's just like
you take the action, but you don't reap the results of your action. But you decide, okay, I'm going to try my hardest to make a business of selling cars, and I'm going to do my best.
Yes.
But I'm not going to be attached to the result.
And this can be possible when you are very patientful. This quality of patience inside you, quality of doing your best also inside you,
and strong,
and bringing something good, it is also important. But fruitless karma, I am warrior, I have to war. I am farmer, I have to farm. I have to husbandry work. If I am doctor, I have to do medical. This is karma, what you know. But simply
because nobody does fruitless work anymore. It's like if you, let's say you're a farmer and you're not getting any crop, you're going to want to change careers.
Yeah. That's why Krishna said, by your parents you learn something. By your ancestor, by your pupil, you learn something in this pupil, between these people where you grow. So the normal knowledge coming to you makes you build your life. Like a farmer, children will easy to understand farming because they live with them. They go in the field, they see my father is doing like this, they just little sport. It is easy for him to go into farming. But a person who is into a family of royal family, king family, and you have to bring him to farming, it will be difficult. Few days he have to give struggle to learn. Yes. And same like a warrior who born in a warrior family. So, and he is trying very hard to learn. So this warrior children also grow in this kind of humanity he see around his family background, and that he can be a easily warrior, swordman and something.
Sure.
Yeah. So that is also important figure Krishna is denoting. But same time he is denoting fruitless. Being fruitless is easy for those who is karmane karmsu koshalam.
means
Karmanyevadikaraste.
Karmanyevadikaraste. Maphaleshu kadachan. This means fruitless karma you have to do. Like don't think too much about fruitless. Simply you have to think. Normal you have to think.
Okay.
But not too much eager for food. When there is
No
situation.
worrying.
Yeah. When situation is like that. Yeah. So this point Krishna has to understand. Okay. You are born in a warrior family. You know what you have to do. But you are stuck with this point. What will be the fruit? What will be the result? But the person who know the Tattva Gyan, who know the knowledge, he don't worry so much about fruit. He has to do his duty as a duty. This word duty is came by so beautifully in Bhagwad Gita. We never find before any literature like who is talking so beautifully about duty. They are talking about what is God, what is Brahma, what is this, what is that, but they are not talking so beautifully about the word duty. Duty word, if you keep in mind, most of the tension stop, most of the problems stop, most of the misunderstandings stop.
Well, especially if you know, like if you have a strong lineage, but what's happened in our contemporary time is people's parents did 5 different things in their lifetime to make money. They had to keep trying new businesses and this and that. So the kid grows up not knowing what to do. They can't just follow the example of their father.
But they know one thing. My father were earning money somehow in tension, in different jobs. I have to earn some money. But this is main point. So when they understand this, then they start to find the job solution.
But then they spend a lot of time changing. Okay, like now Genev's going to go to nursing school after spending all this money in the other school, and then a second school, and now she's going to go to a third.
Yeah, but it is also process of karma. If she gets so much sad, no, I will not go into school, like that is something because she is thinking so much result. What will happen? But if she is doing study time, study. Finding job time, finding job. Finding working time, working. This is completely karma time. Okay, that does not matter. And life is not itself so
like
easy.
You said, the results weren't there, but it doesn't mean there's not karma.
And the life is not so.
Sometimes there'll be results, and sometimes there won't be.
And life is complex. It is not easy made by the method of Krishna but you say Bhagwad Gita.
It's not easy because we don't have varnashram anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have a clear system of what we're supposed to do. People get really confused. Even you have.
Yeah. So life is very complex thing, and it is not made by the method of Bhagwad Gita or any Shastra. Shastra is one side. All your Shastra you keep in one room, storeroom. Life is also itself something different also. You can keep all your knowledge of Shastra inside, but maybe you are not fit with the society. That is also a problem. So many things. Life is not only concerned with Krishna saying or anybody saying. Krishna is just helping. Other people also help somehow. So this you have to understand these things. When two people talking, they talk so many things. Krishna and Arjuna is not only people they are talking. Some teacher and master and disciple talking, some two guru talking, sometimes two disciple talking, sometimes worker talking, sometimes businessman talking. Yeah? This is just a talk. Have to understand. And this talk is helping somebody, like Krishna is helping Arjuna. In a way, this can help to us in our life also. So it is help comes by Krishna. So life is itself not by the Bhagwad Gita. First to understand, Bhagwad Gita cannot be complete. Your Gita, any literature cannot be complete. That is the point. Arjun is in some kind of situation. He need a medication. Like somebody get trouble with eyes, he go to doctor, he give him medicine, and few day after he can try to see. He can see. So Arjun is into this kind of situation. He is sick and he need medication. So
and doctor is Krishna helping him this way. We have to understand this way. Question comes, then answer comes. Problem comes, then solution comes. This way something happened in this history. So, and Krishna never say that I complete everything in this talk. In 700 Sutra, I am finishing all the understanding. No, but I am giving you what I know by this tradition where I grow. I know something about Gyan Yoga, I know something about Pranayama, I know something about Kriya Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and everything I know.
But there was not, he was not taught Karma Yoga. He's teaching that for the first time.
Yeah, because lost, this Karma Yoga, standard Karma Yoga was lost. Why we can say this is true? Because you see the life of Manu, who is gathering the people together, and he write how to behave in your society, against of your family, against of your religion, against of your priest, against your master, against of your king, against of your country. This how to behave fit with the society, also important part, and Manu is trying to make them understand this thing, and he is working this way, and when his final days comes, he leave the house and everything and go into jungle for praying, tapasya. That is also great life. When you do all your responsibility by your time, when it is time for study.
But Arjuna was too young.
Yeah, Arjuna is nowadays modern person, and this knowledge get lost by time. What is duty, dutifulness? There people are just behaving, but
King Manu was before.
There he was the early person,
Okay.
Ishvaku dynasty. So this question now comes to a mind of Arjuna. Okay, I understand Krishna, but there is something, because there was little more time to war start. So why not I clear a little more? So Krishna said, okay Arjuna, because you like, because you want to know more, and I love you so much, I will discuss more about that. He cleared there that and Arjuna understood. He say, I understand, but little more, how these people live like, how these people behave, this kind of thing he is asking. No, Krishna gave all example of beautiful person, beautiful heart, beautiful mind.
Yes.
But then after he is asking how they behave when they are samadhist, in this samadhi. I tell you the definition of samadhi, because it all get disturbed by Buddhism and other sutra. They talking something, samadhi mean a person will go into beyond of the mind, something into spirit land, and he will not come on the working land, behavior land. Yes, like he is in Kevalya,
yes,
Nirvana, this kind of feeling. Yes, but this samadhi's word is something different. Its meaning is different, and Krishna speaking very different. Krishna speaks samadhi's person as a wise person, most wise person who really tastes the divine, who understood this final understanding. Everything is done by higher consciousness, that is divine. So then he connect with this feeling that divine is working everywhere. So he becomes samadhist. He sees everybody is just like a equal. Every life is just like an equal. Only behavior world you have to be different. But as a spirit, soul, system, everybody is more respectful.
Everybody's doing their nature.
By nature. They are doing their performance. So that is, this world is a stage and people are playing their role.
It's sort of like some of the Western ideas of everyone's doing the best they can, so you can't blame them. Like when somebody beats up their child and kills them
Yeah.
by accident, you think, oh my God, that person should be
Yeah.
punished and this and that. But that person was just living out their nature.
Nature.
They actually were doing the best they could. They
Yeah.
didn't want to do that.
Then
They didn't want to have such a
same
horrible
question.
life.
Same question you asking. Arjun asked to Krishna again. The question, but if this person is like a very silent, calm down, very nice, beautiful, everything is completeness. But if somebody is see to equal everything, and somebody is beating somewhere, somebody is doing something, so why he has to? What is his role into this society? So Krishna said, listen, Arjun. Even for these people who know everything is done by itself, by nature, by divine nature, but around them something happening, they have duty. What duty? These people who is, like you said, somebody is beating somebody. So what to do? This kind of. For lokachar, he has to behave. Answer is, for lokachar, they have to behave. Lokachar means
World.
World vyavhar. Behavior.
Lokachar. What is
Behavior.
char?
Yeah. Lokachar means you're
Suitable.
doing.
Yeah, but what if when would they go against it? Like, let's say one of these students who picks up a gun and kills 15 people in their classroom.
Lesson. Then you don't need to be hero. He have gun. First of all, try to understand when you behave something. First, understand your chamta. Chamta means at least you know what can I do, what I am proper for, what I am best for. You cannot be superior in everything.
But was it that person's I'm not saying to fight them. I'm saying, was it that person's nature?
Who?
Who picks up a gun and kills people in his class?
That's why I'm saying divine world is so higher consciousness, and nature, this itself, make balance somehow with fight, with killing, with so many things happening around. Many people, tsunami comes. You cannot blame to God every time.
No, but was the shooter acting out of nature, or was he?
It is nature.
Nature made him pick up the gun and do that.
Yes. If nature would want, he could be a doctor. He is shooter. But the situation came in his life, he started to become shooter. He born in this kind, like you born in Arab. If you would born in Arab nowadays, you know Arab, Iran, they fight.
Yeah.
Every day there is bombing. This kind of situation makes you different kind of personality.
Yeah.
You could not feel like very peaceful.
Right. So people in that boy maybe was very sensitive, and the school was too tough for him.
And anyway, when he shoot 15 people, he's not a shooter before. When it happened somehow, he was not thinking, I am going to shoot somebody.
Yeah, he was.
He made this plan in the house, and he take gun and shoot. But before 5 days, if you see his life, he had no any idea I will go and shoot. Before 1 year, he had no idea I will go to the college and I will shoot.
Right.
Something happened in between. His mind get this way. This is to understand.
That's nature.
That nature. So this is how people behave in world. So Arjuna.
And it happens by itself. Some kind of big balancing mechanism is always going on.
Mechanism. So Arjuna asked.
And it's never done. It's always like this.
Always, and it has to go with this. Nobody can do anything.
It never gets balanced.
Yeah. Only we improve little bit. But we cannot fix the complete problem of Hinsa is also there. Ahimsa is also there from the starting. Hinsa is small brother, but sometimes he become bigger. Like Hitler time. He become bigger time. Hinsa become more powerful. Ahimsa, feeling of ahimsa become less powerful. That time for every brother. Okay. So this, what Arjun then asked, how to behave. These people who complete what they do, they should do anything.
So Krishna said they don't need to do anything for heaven. They don't need to do anything for working of society. But Lokachar means behavior world. He has to behave. If this person think, oh, I am complete, I don't need to anything, and even he is not better to give behavior, nice behavior to other around people, he is very much into the problem. He can caught with the problem. Behavior is essential part. You grow with this society. So he Arjun understand. Now he asked, what about me? I am not feeling anything like I can be fit with any kind of solution. Okay, you say me fight, I am okay to fight. Because truth is that Hitler was one person, and under him there is more than 1 million army. Yes, these army people are no tense, so much tense like Hitler. They are going for fight, they are going for die, but they are not so much stuck with the problem like Hitler. Why I am saying that? Like, most easy for humanity is to follow somebody, follow some knowledge, follow literature, follow guru. But being yourself a guru and leading others is little more. Many people are not able for that. Very few people are able.
But some people like that.
Some people like that. Some people are made for that.
Yeah.
Leading, and most of the people easy life.
They don't want that responsibility.
Yeah. So that happened. Now Arjun understand his responsibility is against of his brother. Big brother is king Yudhishthir, and he has to fight for him. Yeah. So he says, how to now tell me what for me? I am in this situation. I cannot do more yoga. I cannot understand something. Just tell me what I do. So Krishna
and
said,
he would just follow without understanding.
Yeah, he understood all, but he is no time for going into spirit science and something. Now it is war time. Tell me, I go run away from here or I fight. So
really, I'm surprised. He said,
Krishna tell everything to Arjun. This all point. Now Arjun understand what I have to do. Just he is making me clear, but it is not enough. This is point where I have no time to think Lord. Now he is getting ready. His energies come back. He is totally light shape. Okay, I am ready. What? Leader is like Krishna, and we make him not only convince, not force, just make him understand the structure of how psychology work, how spirit science work, and how the duty work. What is duty? That is important. Fruitless duty also sometimes important. Most of the time you have to think and result also. That is normally, if you don't, you get so collect with the mind, no result at all, no benefit at all, so you are in problem. You have to understand what I am doing. There can be some problem. I have to solution and this
at least trying
plan.
Yeah,
but
you're just trying to get a good result.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't need to worry about so much what is result. Just you have to do. That is also important. This is life. Life need sometimes this, sometimes that. This ideology also important. So then Krishna made him aware, and he is ready for duty. Then he says, Krishna, tell me some short, if that can help for me. I am going to fight. I understood you, and I am ready for fight, but tell me something that can help me little bit. He said, just let it go. Now you have to understand who I am. He is answering you is what he is reality of. So he show him the.
Oh my God.
He is not only master, normal master. He is himself the owner of this nature, God.
Gosh.
So he show him how people die, and you are not one who will die.
Well, he showed him his 1,000 form.
Yeah, millions of people all inside him. Duryodhan, Yudhishthir, these all dying inside. All people
whom he knows and he don't knows, and many ghosts, many devil, many gods, all inside of Krishna.
What form is that called?
That form is called Vishwaroop. Vishwaroop. He shows his Vishwaroop. The name is world face. World face. Universal face means.
Universal form.
Universal.
That's what he calls.
So, but in Hindi they say Vish. Vish means world. Vishwaroop. So, okay, that is word only. But he shows his universe inside. And not
He's
only
showing that all these actions that everyone's taking
Yeah.
is by his, God's volition.
Yeah. Many children born, grow, get young, they do something, they get old, they get sick, they die. All he see. Many thousand people like Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, Duryodhana, his brother, his family, all he see, they are coming and dying. And many things happening in around other planet, another sources, another dimension. This all he could feel in one moment. This is the power of divine. If they want this supreme energy, they can make you understand in one moment.
Yeah.
But question is not only understanding. This thing of
He
doing.
made him experience it.
Experience.
He didn't just understand it.
Yeah.
He got an experience.
Experience. That. So Krishna, he get totally satisfied. He know what I am not going to die in this world. If I die, I am always in instruction of Krishna, who is my master. I am lucky. So he is this feeling. Then Krishna said, now it is my reality. Don't worry at all. Don't fear from me. I respect your feeling. I love you. Don't worry if you see. He get trembled. So big energy, like if you think one person is human and he is like everything, like a Virat, no starting, no end. Oh my God, where I am going dissolving this. So he starts this way, fully trembling. Oh God, Krishna, Krishna, I'm sorry if I did any mistake in past. I pranam you from. Nobody did pranam like this. Arjun did to that moment. Like from outside, from inside, from right side, from left side, from this side. Who say like that?
He was just completely like broken down.
Broken down. Then Krishna said, don't worry. Relax. It was just my Vishnu. What do you want me to show you? Tell me. They say, I want just come on and group. The people worship you. Vishnu is God into Veda. Arjun knew that Veda, that Vishnu, and he saw it in my Vishnu. So he said, hey Prabhu, I was just not aware so much, and I did some mistake with you in some places when we were sitting in party. I was saying like that friendly way, and that all. Please forgive me for that also. Forgive me all my mistakes, all my things, and please this way, and show me your soft, beautiful face, the pupil devotee, and Rishi Muni, they worship you. So he become okay. Then he become Vishnu. Come on, man. Chakradhari. Okay? Still I know, because I know from inside, downside to upside, everything. So don't worry, I don't understand your feelings.
Then he became like a four-armed Vishnu or two-armed?
Four-armed Vishnu. Then he said, I am same, don't worry, but I love you. When there is love, no need to fear. Okay? So he makes him comfort. Then he said, just you be aware, you have to do something, and don't worry what will happen. The people you want to kill, they are already killed. Even you don't kill, I have killed them. I have already finished them. Their result is like I know what will happen. But you just become a medium, channel, that these people are dying with this way. No reason. But otherwise you are free. You have no worry about future and result like heaven or hell or these things. That all in my control. You just birth and same time worship. Same time surrender to me. Just to do your duty. It will be okay. Then that's why philosophy of Bhaktism, Shaivism, Vaishnavism,
is so popular, and there is reason why. Finally you understand. Even I understand about the situation of Arjun, even I understand the situation of sannyasi, but ever finally I feel sometimes situation is trembling in life. This problem, this problem, this problem, and there is no answer at all. Many things just without answer, without result, without benefit. Yeah, you do, but there is no benefit. Something happen in the between, you cut off with. Yeah, so that point, many Vaishnava acharya, they say Bhakti Yoga is free, best and final option. You have to just keep on what is better for you and your family and society, dutiful, nice thing, but same time worshipping.
Because they get too discouraged with karma yoga because they're not getting enough results.
But karma yoga is 90% people is fit with karma yoga line. Only 10% few will sannyasi, Gyan yoga, some will become devotee, totally devotee. This is only in India you see so many
Indians are devotees.
Devotees.
But they just do it part-time.
Part-time. So that is karma yoga life. Like you have to grow your children. Everybody have children. If they have children, they have to responsibility.
And then they just go to temple on Sunday.
Yeah, that is okay.
That's part of karma yoga. They're not bhaktas.
And this coming after Krishna, this religion thing, going temple, worshipping statue, this all thing happening after Krishna, because this is so helpful. It never happened before. People can do their job, responsibility, same time they can make happy to God also. Keep happy to God.
And would you say that the word Vishnu is coming from that same Vishwarup? Is the same root word of world,
Vishnu means world.
So Vishnu means?
Vishnu, who collect everything inside. Vishnu, everything is inside. Vishwarup, Vishnu. So that is one thing, and first dimension of Vishnu is like a sky.
Like Shiva is nothing inside.
Like sky. That is Vishnu. Mahanarayan, they live different name. When there was nothing, Vishnu was there. He, from his there, Kamal, lotus, come and Brahmaji sit there. Born. So that is part. So anyway, when you talk about Vishnu, you have to see this way. Millions of Rudra, but you say Shiva, millions of Radha, millions of God, millions of everybody inside them. Okay, and why it is Vishwarup. Quality of God is not in one God. But when you are talking about Shiva, you have to take this way also. Many billions of Vishnu, billions of Shiva, billions of Ganesha, they all inside Shiva. Why? Because this is difference of word. When you go into meaning, you meet the same truth.
Okay.
That is necessary part. Why? I tell you.
It's not like Shiva's formless Brahman and Vishnu's all of the world, all the actions.
Just like feeling also, dualism, why it is important? I tell you. It is solid science. What about spirit science is very important.
Yeah.
This is the circle, okay? What will you say? Small or big or
small?
Why?
Because it's small. Smaller than your thumb.
Okay. Then this circle is like a sky.
And it's big.
Big. But why it is big? Only because your dimension is small.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What about this door? It is big or small?
It's small.
Small. What about this palace? When you go into the palace at White House, small or big?
Big.
Big. In which condition it is big? Because you never see so many palace like that.
Yeah.
So bigger, yeah? But about if this is The White House. Huh? This is like White House. You are saying it is big. Huh? If somebody make more bigger here, triple time, what will you say?
Then it's small.
Small. So that is dualism. God works this way.
Comparative.
Comparative. You have to go sometimes Shiva, then Shiva is bigger, then you go Vishnu, Vishnu is bigger, then you go Shiva, Shiva is bigger, then you Shakti, Shakti is bigger. So God is, final point is one, but dualism will make you into process, keep you into process, keep you into feeling. Feeling, sometimes you say, my God, Shiva is the best God and this, that. That feeling also has to come few days. Then maturity level is not grown completely. Then you see, oh my God, Vishnu is so powerful, my Shiva is not handling my problems. So Vishnu is helping, Vishnu is powerful, Vishnu is so powerful. When you start to understand so much into Vishnu literature, you see Shiva is not so much powerful, so it is also working so much. But after that, Vishnu also will leave to do work. Then you go into other Shakti or Shiva, oh my God, they are working very well. But equally one God, you don't know, one God have this dimension, these forms to help you into be creative, into go on process. If you are into a spiritual process, why to be little? Be little more elder, more greater. More you try to understand, somehow you are more easy to explain. Okay? But confusion will come few times. You will stop your
Right, because I'm close to understanding that nature happens by itself, but right when I get around those people in America, they're like, injustice, we have to stop it, we can make a difference. You know, it's that different type of mentality that you're around.
So that is the total essence of Gita. There is any other question?
But you didn't finish.
What? Now what? Bhakti Yoga also complete. Karma Yoga is dutifulness. In any situation you have to be dutiful. So Gyan Yoga is just like be in the nature. Feel that even you eat something, feel I am not eating. Nature working itself in the body. If there would be other person in this body, but I am saying I, he would also do like same. If I sleep, I don't sleep. Body sleeps. If I wake up and everything happen, body wake up. Body has to do this all thing. Man has to do his own work. Only making you distance from this feeling of nature is doing everything is your I-ness. This uniqueness. I am.
Possessiveness.
Yeah.
Thinking that I exist.
This feeling.
This thing of like
but
identity
yeah.
in the immaterial,
yeah.
in the impermanent world.
Permanent. So same is like a dog. Their nature is barking. Barking is nature of dog. When they have mood, they start barking. But they do barking. It is just nature has made them to bark. It not mean they have to bark all day long. But when they will do, they will bark.
Yeah.
But they will speak, they will bark. So that is nature part. So what is not happening is also almost everywhere. But is happening, it concentrates your mind that it is something like this. But not happening is
so
also...
with repression, you can't stop nature. That's all part of nature also.
Yeah.
Like let's say when they put this muzzle on the dog so she can't bark.
Yeah.
Have you seen them do that?
Yes. So
are they stopping nature?
Dog is itself a dog. A human is itself a human. They are natural beings. They born in the nature by nature way and they die in the nature, the rule of nature. The rule of nature is working inside them.
And they're just interacting.
Yeah, it is like a play. Like sometime there is medicine. They will give you one kind of medicine. You will in so much hallucination that you will start to feel that I am not in this world. I am the person from heaven. I am like a God thing. This is for the moment when medicine is working inside. Try to understand this point. This is nature of the medicine. working into this body. You feel I am God. Same thing happens when you are so much sick, you start to feel covered, so dependent, so much in this kind of that I am so in control of this, that. You feel that I am into this. No, this is something happen, nature, force of nature, that you start to feel like this way. This is all because
And it's even the force of nature why you have more leisure time to feel self-centered and this and that.
so, but even then, for my opinion, my personal, not Krishna or anybody is clearing that, 0.0001% is something unique in you. Because God really did not make human any soul too much controlled with the nature. 0.0001% freedom is there, that can, we see that if it is motion world, this kind of freedom is given to them. Like, okay, I have two hands, I
But
will
that's
not,
not much, 0.01%.
only this much. Then after you have to see, you are depend upon your eyes to see, you are depend upon your nose to smell, you are depend upon your, so this is natural work. When you eat something and you taste it is sweet, why you are sweet, feeling sweet? The tongue has some
Taste buds.
taste buds, so that makes you feel sweet. Huh? So, but if the taste bud is not there, then what you will feel?
Nothing.
Same is like when you are in a sleep, there is no I-ness. What do you feel? What do you feel? Very deep sleep. Like if somebody
Nothing.
came in your house, you were sleeping, and they talked, they did something, and they go away, and you did not know. What happened?
You won't know.
Even you don't know who I am. Yeah, that moment.
Right.
So that why nature itself work very much, and only 0.0001% freedom is there.
So what's the difference between Sankhya Yoga and Jnana Yoga?
Yeah, Sankhya Yoga is like a science, total first science in the humanity ground. First scientist was Kapil. Nobody was Kapil before Kapil.
So it's basically explaining how nature is doing everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, explaining. Sankhya means numerology. You understand how these numbers. You are aware of this number system. 24. Some people say 13. Some Krishna says 13. But there is 24 Kapil says. So these 24 numbers, if you keep in the mind and just observation, just feeling that everything naturally happening, and I am your witness of these 24 elements. So knowledge get complete, automatic.
And can you tell the 24 elements?
Okay. I try, because many times people forget. I usually never answer so many times. I forget also. Okay, I try. First is Jal,
Water,
Agni,
fire,
Vayu,
air,
Prithvi, Earth, Prithvi, Akash, sky. This 5 element is definite element of existence in nature. Everywhere you, in every planet, in everywhere, you see these 5 elements, not more than that. Now we go into the process of the things that affect sight.
smell,
Sight, you can say light or sight. Okay, smell,
hearing,
shabd, we say word. Sound.
Oh, light, sound,
Light, sound, smelling, gandh, we say gandh. What you say? Feeling, gandh. Scent. Then after, rasna.
Light, sound, scent, rasana.
Rasna, feeling of like taste, something. That is juice or something, you can say juice. Every food you eat, that is juice, something that you feel sweet and this, that, yeah. And other is sparsh, like touch. You feel touchness, that feeling of air also touch you. Air is element of that making touch feeling. Okay, so these how many now? 10. Now indriya, because these are the elements in nature, but things very much near to you will affect you and your senses. That is 5 element: air, nose, we say nasika. These two, where we can start to feel feeling of scent, that is nostrils, and tongue, and eyes, and skin. Okay, 5. How many now? 15. Now, okay, we come this point also. Man, 1/6 sense organ is man, who collects all the information.
Mind.
Buddhi.
Intellect.
Chit.
What is chit? Awareness.
Listen, man is like something you feel about. Like this time, your mind is into this subject. Chit is like who is get the place, storeroom, hard disk.
Okay.
Where all the other information is there. And when the prasthiti means situation come, it bring all your information, that same related information. Like I tell you, tell me the poem. So when I ask you, tell me a poem, one kind of poem, some poem will come into your mind. When you are already listening or you studied that, they will come into your surface mind, subconscious. That is internal mind, achetan mind. We can say achetan mind, or we can say chit. In simply Hindi people say chit. So there is
like your memories.
Okay, now difference you can see about man and
man is your feelings. Chit is your memories.
That.
Man, buddhi is the intellect.
Chit, yeah. Then ahankar. Buddhi, intellect, I tell you something. About intellect. Intellect means you're okay. Man is working this way. You're right. You're feeling like to eat. This all thing, man.
Yeah.
And chit is like information inside.
Memories.
When it is necessary, it will come. Yeah. But buddhi is like vivek, making differentiate. Okay, it is not working. Discrimination. It is not working this way. Okay, this way.
Right.
Solution finding mind. So that is buddhi. Man, buddhi, chit. Now ahankar. Ahankar is feeling I-ness. It's so deep that who is working with mind, who is using buddhi, who is using body, who is using sense organ, who is using mobile, who is using this, is I am using. Who is using? I am using. This I feeling is I is ahankar. How many now?
19.
So now we take few more. In 24 we have to, but Kapil, I am going little different than Kapil. Okay, first very important things I will bring here. Need to understand, keep in the mind, then you can understand the how nature works. Then is point Pudgal, time. Everything happening into the time, yeah, particular time. So this time is also some kind of master, some kind of element. If we don't keep time, it is also equal. I mean, it does not matter. We need to put very importantly time there, because
it will
time
happen by itself.
By itself, it is happening. But time, when we keep count time, it is also better, beneficial. Okay, that's all. Then understanding about atoms. These first five element is all atomic, same time. But when you understand the atom, system of atom works like this padarth, everything, earth, bhautiki, these all the signing, then it is also beneficial somehow, because it is something different than your own existence. That is a Atman,
Yeah,
Purush.
just to know that all these cells are full of atoms that are spinning.
So that is one thing. Then Purush. Purush means this soul, but witness. When you get all control, you get aware of this all element, then you can realize this thing. It is very deep into. I-ness is something that is helping your soul.
But isn't the witness God itself?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying this Kapil Muni never bring God in our surface. He says, when you understand the soul, Purush, that Atma is very much connected with the feeling of Brahm.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, you cleared about that. Everything happening with nature means Brahm. Essential part is Brahm.
Okay.
Chetan, super conscious, is Brahm. That's why he is not talking about just different God. Okay, you just realize, you will realize. And then fourth, how many this is?
You have two more.
Two more. Then one is Dharma. Even then you have to understand Dharma. Dharma means
Dharma is happening by itself?
Happening itself, yeah. It is also happening for these people, Gyan Yogi, it is happening itself. But understand, fire Dharma is one. Fire, one.
Yeah.
Water Dharma is make liquid. And this way, different thing, different Dharma. What is Dharma of this body? Physical identity. You have to understand.
The Dharma of this body is to breathe.
Body is its Dharma. If it has to go on, work, it needs food. Yeah, Dharma. And this is Dharma of body, eating, sleeping, this thing happens itself. So that is Dharma. Now, what is left? Fourth?
That's it. I think I did all of them.
That is all. So that is knowledge from truth about Kapil Muni, Sankhya. He don't bring any, what you say, metaphysical, mythological.
But he used the witness state as one of the 24 elements, as if that happens by itself. I guess it does.
Yeah, it helps. But he should not speak about Atma also, because it happens itself. Yeah. But if he don't speak, then also a problem. Few of people really don't get lost because they are doing something, but they are not reaching somewhere. So that in this way, they are not into a dimension, in direction. So at least it helps to, but it is not fair when you, without conclusion, without result, you spelling something like this is the result, good or bad or something. Yeah. But even then, okay, it is helpful. That's why they bring Purush, your spirit. Okay. So that is the reason Kapil Muni was the one of the best scientists, most important. बोलिए श्री सदगुरु महाराज की जय, बोलिए श्री बांके बिहारी लाल की जय, गांव पड़ोस की जय, सभी संतन की जय। हर हर